What's up, brand builders? Stephen Hurahan here at BrandMasterAcademy.com, and in this video you're going to learn 10 brand strategy workshop questions that you can use to leverage the intimate knowledge of your leadership team and develop a strategic brand that's built to succeed. Now, if you're new to the channel and you want actionable brand strategy tips and techniques to grow your business, well then hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as well, and you will be well on your way. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video and grab your brand strategy workshop questions checklist, which you can download for free. Now, before we go diving into the questions, let's understand first what a brand strategy workshop is. A brand strategy workshop is a meeting between a brand strategist and the leadership team to first understand the business and what it's all about, what it wants to become, and then to look at the competitive landscape and who the audience is so that they can collaborate together to map a plan for the brand to go out and express itself. Now, to uncover the best way forward, you need collaboration and creative thinking, and you also need tools to be able to uncover the critical information. And one of the best tools are questions. So in this video, I'm going to go through 10 questions that you can take into your brand strategy workshops. Question number 1, what is the story of how and why your business was started? Now, you're asking this question to really uncover the why behind the business. Why was the business started in the first place? What is that story? What is the founder's story? Now, you may use this later on in storytelling, but that's not why you're asking this question. You're really asking this question to get underneath the idea of how and when the business was started, and more importantly, why the business was started. Question number 2, what is the brand that we're building going to look like in 5 to 10 years time? So here you're tapping into that aspiration, what their vision is for the future. What do they really have in mind for this brand to grow into? Because you need to understand that in order to be able to help them get there. So you're really tapping into their hopes and dreams for the future here, and that will really open up the conversation. Question number 3, as the brand grows, what should remain constant about what you do? So you're doing a couple of things with this question. First of all, you're tapping into those aspirations and you're getting them excited about what their possibilities are for the brand in the future. But the other thing that you're doing is you're setting in place that solid foundation and you're getting clarity on what they're committed to. Question number 4, what reputation do you want your brand to build in the way you go about your business? Now, with this question, you're really tapping into how they want to be perceived in the marketplace and what they hold dear as a business. So this is really important and adds to that foundation, but it also adds to how the brand is going to influence its audience. Question number 5, who is your ideal customer and what does their life look like? So this question obviously opens up the idea of who we're trying to appeal to with this brand. And there might be more than one ideal customer, but in asking the question the way you have, asking about what their life looks like, you're going beyond just the demographics and the psychographics. You're tapping into the life they lead, the problems that they have, and you're really trying to understand what their life is like, because by understanding what their life is like, you can start to understand the emotions they go through. So this really opens up into a broader conversation, but it's really important to get the ball rolling in terms of understanding who the brand is trying to appeal to. Question number 6, what problems do you solve for your perfect client and what impact does that have on their lives? So here you're really tapping into why your brand exists and the challenges and the problems that your brand helps your perfect client to overcome. And in asking this question, you're really getting down into not just what the problems are, but the impact that those problems have in the audience's life, in the client's life. So you're really tapping into the emotion here. And this is when it really opens up and it really starts to go deep in terms of your understanding of who the client is. And the more you understand about them, the more you understand about their journey and the emotions that they go through and the challenges and the problems that they have and what they want to overcome, what they want to achieve, what their goals are, then you can really start to connect with them. You can really start to uncover ways to resonate with who they are and what they're going through. Question number 7, who is already solving their problems and how are they going about it? So here you're looking at who the competitors are in the competitive landscape, but you're looking at them from your audience's point of view. So of course you're going to see what they're doing well and why your shared audience might go with your competitors, but you're also looking at your competitors from your audience's point of view as to what they're not getting from those competitors, and this helps to identify gaps. So the critical aspect of this question is to not just understand who the competitors are, but to understand them from your audience's perspective and from their shoes, so you can uncover gaps in the market. Question number 8, why should your audience choose you over your competitors? Now, this is a very direct question to the leadership team, and it really does put them on the spot. And sometimes they may have never considered this question because they've just gone into the marketplace and they've assumed that their audience knows exactly how they can help them. But this really shifts the conversation and helps your leadership team to step inside the shoes of your audience and look inwards at the brand to understand why exactly would our audience choose us, and have we given them a reason to choose us, and if not, what should that reason be? So this really starts to uncover the position that the brand might take in the marketplace, and it's a great question for opening up the conversation with the leadership team. Question number 9, what exactly do you want your audience to understand about your brand and how you can help them? So the previous question would have set in place the position that the brand is going to take in the market, but here we're getting into more specifics and you're getting into the nitty-gritty of messaging. So now you know the position that the brand is going to take. What messages are you going to send out to that audience to help influence their mind so they position that brand in the place that you've identified? So this really uncovers and it forces the leadership team to think beyond just the position and to think about specifics that they want the audience to understand about the brand. And question number 10, if your brand was human, how would it speak to your audience? So I really like this question because the leadership team often get excited because they start to feel like they know the brand at this point. They've gone through a lot of questions, and who the brand is from a human perspective really starts to come to life, and it starts to feel tangible, like they know who it is. So as I said, this can be a fun exercise, so take the time with the leadership team, but really focus on drawing out those characteristics so you can then take those and apply that to your messaging and your positioning later on. Now, although I've only given you 10 questions here, each one of these questions are foundational and they open up the door to multiple other questions and answers. So if you take each one of these 10 questions into your brand strategy workshops and make sure you ask these to your leadership team, I guarantee you that the information that you will get by the end of your brand strategy workshop will make you feel like you have a vivid picture of the brand that you're trying to build, who you're trying to build it for, and what difference that brand is going to make in the marketplace. On top of that, through the collaboration, the leadership team will feel that this brand has been built from their ideas, their thoughts, their opinions, and their beliefs as well. So they'll be fully committed to its success and they'll be right behind the brand strategy that you develop. Now, if you want all of these questions in a really handy checklist, the link on screen will take you to that free download, and I'll leave a link in the description below as well. But I'd love to hand it back over to you now. I'd love to hear your experiences when it comes to brand strategy workshops. Do you have a series of questions that you ask every time you go into them? Do you have a process that you use? If you have any questions or challenges around brand strategy workshops, let me know in the box below. I'll do my best to answer all of those. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell as well. It'll let you know when we've got new videos coming out. If you want more actionable brand strategy tips and techniques like this, head on over to BrandMasterAcademy.com and get yourself signed up for the list. It's free, and I do keep some exclusive content for that list, and there's plenty of resources on there as well if you want to build brand strategies from scratch. But as I said, I would love to hear from you, your experiences, your challenges. I'll do my best to answer all of those. Until next time, brand like a master, and I will see you in the next video.